Hi guys, I'm here to present my culminating project. So, let's go. The short story I chose, it's called Before the Law, and it was written in 1915 by the German called Franz Kafka, that it's well known by his short stories. So now, let's go to a brief summary. Before the Law describes a narrative of a farmer that doesn't have any condition. He decides to travel to a place where there is a door. And when he gets there, there is a guardian that doesn't allow him to go inside. And also tells him that if he tried to do something about it, it would be other doors with other guardians that would be stronger than the one before. Then the man decides to wait. Time passes, the man gets older, and in the end of the story, he's almost dying. And he decides to ask the guardian why nobody ever tried to get into the door. And the guardian answers him that that door only belonged to him. And the day he died, it would be the same day that the doors would close. And that is what actually happened. In the end of the story, the man dies, he was never accepted, and the doors close. The main theme is the differences between social classes in front of the law, and how the bureaucracy of law, which should serve equally to everyone, shows injustice and inequality. And here we have a simple example of someone that belongs to a lower class and has difficulties in assessing the law, something that a privileged person wouldn't go through. Generally, people that have more money try to bribe, using their privileges to get closer to law in an easier way, and that shows injustice. So what's behind the story? We need to think that it's a metaphor. The door would represent bureaucracy, and people that have higher financial acquisition would for sure pass through a lot of doors. And people like the farmer wouldn't even pass through the first. Imagine the second, the third, the fourth. It wouldn't happen. It represents real world, and it's true. It represents exactly what it seems to be. What do I think about the author's choice? You guys already saw my answer. And yes, I think it's perfect because of the vocabulary he uses and the metaphors he created that represents large things with simple things, like the door representing bureaucracy and the guardian representing the obstacles people have to pass through, and the farmer representing lower class have a lot of meaning. And it touches the public because the simple story represents the sad reality of a whole society. How it inspires me. It makes me think about inequality and how people that have the same rights are treated differently because of the classes they belong to. And incentivizes me to look at the entire scenario and see how the state can be so unfair and only provide help to a few, but not for all. So here I brought two scenes of a short film that tells the story of Before the Law. The first scene is the guardian telling the men that there are other doors and also other guardians.
But know that I am only the first gatekeeper. There are many more, each one stronger than the next. The third one scares even me.
Such difficulties the man did not expect. As he looked at the gatekeeper in his fur coat, he decided it might be better to wait until he was allowed in.
And the second scene is the man asking the guardian why nobody ever tried to enter the door. And also the scene that he dies.
The man called the guard. He could barely whisper.
Everybody seeks entry to the law. So how is it that in these many years no one has come but me? This gate was only meant for you. And now, I'm going to close it.
So, the main goal of my project was to show you guys my profound analysis of Before the Law using the elements we learned during Ethan's classes. And that's why I leave you guys with this phrase that I created. Millions of doors, millions of locks, but only one function, to be open. So that's it. I hope you guys liked it and learned something with this presentation. Bye.